Blessed is the name of the Lord, for He has given us this wonderful hour of the day. I want to share with you on the steps we need to take as we go to the next levels of our lives. Every and each person on this world I have ever met, everyone is aspiring to move from one level to the other. And it is God's will for us to move from one level to the other. And when God is taking us to the next levels or another level, then there are things that the Lord will remove from our own lives. Now, before we launch into our next levels, there are certain steps we need and must take. One, we need to reposition ourselves through prayers, through visions, and through our commitment to God. Always we need to begin to do what we've never done before. And in every repositioning, there is upliftment. We must get tired of the old levels and believe God, believe that God will take us to the next levels. And if our lives are not taking the right direction, we need to begin to reposition ourselves, both through prayers, through visions, and through commitment to Him. When God repositions us, a replacement in our lives takes place. Number two, we need to eliminate our excuses. In every excuse, there is exclusion from what we ought to become. Whatever we want to become in life, we've got it. We do not need to allow the situations around us to control our own lives. We do not need to look at our own sizes. We do not need to look at our own sources. Our only source is God. Another step to take is to evaluate our expectations. We need to raise our expectations in order to attract our elevations. We need to begin to see ourselves beyond where we are, and we have the capacity to produce great results with our own expectations. Any person with elevated expectations is a person ready for the next level. And I might say expectations is the mother of elevations. May God take our expectations to the next level in Jesus' name. If we can see the invisible, God does the impossible. Another step is sharing the excesses. We need to share with other people the visions in order for them to push us to get to the next levels. And another step is that we should never settle for things of low standards. What we carry is powerful. What is in us all is great. Anyone who does not fit in our levels of standard, let them leave. Never lower our standards, your standard, my standard, for anyone. Not everyone in your life, in my life, can go with you to the next level. We do not need to settle for less. There are certain people or friends we do not need in our lives. We need to stop hanging out everywhere. We are not for everybody. Don't let everyone and everything come onto our own or your own or my own life. Another thing is that you also need to be unique. Personally, I like being unique. Don't do things like anyone else is doing. The difference between a growing, blessed is the name of the Lord, for He has given us the stagnant this wonderful hour is the uniqueness. I want to share with you on the steps we need to take in the in whatever you're doing determines who you will become. Every and each person in the life to on this world I have ever met, everyone is aspiring to move from one we carry level and nobody to the other can duplicate. And I like being it is God's will for us to move from one level to the other. We need to go an extra mile. When God is taking us to the next levels or another level, then there are things that the Lord investments in our lives that are very heavy. Before we launch into our next levels, now there are certain steps. I only request God to make you and must unique. Take one. And we need to reposition ourselves through prayers, through visions, make our lives different, and through our commitment to God. And maybe raise in the next level, we need to begin to do what we've never for done His before, name and for His glory. And in every repositioning, not for our own gains, upliftment, but for Him. We must get tired of the old levels and believe God, believe that God will take us to the next levels. And if our lives are not taking the right direction, we need to begin to reposition ourselves